If you missed the last episode of Gospel Access Live, here is what you missed. Well, here is my question. Why pay for advice from a psychic when God gives wisdom for free?
Hopefully somebody can answer. Can somebody please answer that?
They're all full of dung, she said. They not worth their weight in salt. She's hot. In the beginning of the call, she said, you know, the psychics that we're obsessed with, she said.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Well, that's deep because that means that they are your gods. You're obsessed. Obviously, right? She's operating under the influence of the enemy anyway. And I really feel for her. You got all this money, all this quote unquote fame, but can't process life for yourself. Now, make that make sense.
Snoop Dogg's album is called Altar Call, and it is a tribute to his mother. He released it on what would have been her birthday.
Why are you looking at me like that, Tracy? Why are you looking at you like that?
What y'all think about
this? Live your life without limits. That's what we got to say, Snoop.
I love it. Look at some of the titles of these songs.
Mother, I miss you.
From
Wow.
No Backsliding. Look at some of these songs. I gotta hear some of these songs. You Can Win. He got Jamie Foxx on one of them.
Wow.
Won't He Do It? And that's just half of them. Just Believe. Look at that. Like he said, it was always in him. So I guess his mother brought him up in church, but he got involved with the rap and all this. But he stepped outside of his comfort zone. He knew people was going to be talking about him, but he did it anyway. He walked by faith and obeyed God.
Life lessons from the furlough.
Congratulations on the federal workers that are now off the furlough. You should be getting money soon. If you have right on time for the holidays. I think one life lesson from the furlough is save some money. I always said in dating, ladies, the same man who swept you off your feet is the same man that can drop you on your butt. So I'm gonna say that with the federal government. The same federal government that can feed you is the same federal government that can starve you.
When the furlough hit, you know, we realized how many of us were leaning on a paycheck instead of Jehovah Jireh. How many of us were leading on the government instead of God? How many of us were leading on a supervisor instead of the sustainer? That's our fault, not theirs. We're going to stop passing the buck. That's what Adam does. But those that are in Christ will discover how fast employment can evaporate, but God remains eternal. If your peace is in a paycheck, your peace will perish when your paycheck falls.